How to use ChatGPT to write a blog post. Step-by-step guide in 2023. In this article, we're going to show you how to use ChatGPT to write a blog post. If you're new to using AI content generators, don't worry. We will be walking you through the entire process step by step. ChatGPT is a game changer for marketers and bloggers. In fact, pretty much anyone that does anything online. In fact, ChatGPT can even help you brainstorm. And although it might sound like AI will take everyone's jobs, we should embrace AI technology and use it to create better content more quickly. Before we jump into this topic, it's worth noting here that it is highly likely that OpenAI will be adding a digital watermark to content generated by ChatGPT. If you intend to publish this content online, you should either rewrite the output in your own words or use a more comprehensive AI writing tool, like Jasper, to write or rewrite the paragraphs for you. Writing a blog post is somewhere ChatGPT can excel. But the thing is, it won't simply produce the perfect blog post at the click of a button. ChatGPT needs detailed instructions to produce good content. And of course, when it comes to creativity and original ideas, you will still need to add a human touch. That being said, ChatGPT can be used for pretty much every part of the writing process when guided carefully by a human writer. Often, blog articles are relatively short and focused pieces that center primarily around one topic. Because of this, ChatGPT will happily suffice for short blog posts on simple topics. However, a higher standard can often be achieved by augmenting the process with Jasper's AI writing capabilities. Here's how to use ChatGPT to write a blog post. Brainstorm topics and title ideas. ChatGPT has emerged as a useful brainstorming tool. It's becoming increasingly popular with bloggers and copywriters to help them with writer's block. It offers a quick and convenient way of generating relevant topics and title suggestions. There is a paid version available, To Use CHATGPT Plus. Once you're signed in, you can enter a prompt in the chat box at the bottom of the page. For example, generate 12 new topic ideas and titles for a dog training blog. If you're happy with the generated text, you can move on to the next step. Alternatively, you can also ask ChatGPT to regenerate the response for more ideas. Use ChatGPT to help you write a solid outline. Once you have established a topic, the next step is to use ChatGPT to write an outline for your blog post. Doing this manually can be a time-consuming process. But the good news is, ChatGPT will make it a lot easier. First, you will need to enter your command into ChatGPT. Command example: create a detailed outline for a blog post titled, Mastering Recall. Tips and techniques for training your dog to come when called. ChatGPT will then provide you with a detailed outline that you can tweak as needed. Now that you've got an outline, you can either use ChatGPT or another tool like Jasper to create content for each section of your blog post. How to use ChatGPT to help write each section of your blog post. If you want to use ChatGPT to write a blog post, you're going to need to break down what you want into different sections and categories. That way, you can ask ChatGPT to write each section for you as you go. After that, you can piece them all together at the end to create a long-form blog post you can publish. If you're writing a shorter piece of content of up to 500 words, then technically, you could just ask it to write a whole blog post in one go. However, in general, breaking this down into sections is the best way to go about this. This will ensure that the topic is covered thoroughly and in the appropriate order. Doing this is also essential if you want to create long-form content. Ask ChatGPT to write your introduction. A strong start to any blog post is a must. This is why you want to start by asking ChatGPT to write your introduction for you. Ask ChatGPT to write an introduction to your blog post. Write an introduction for a blog post titled, Mastering Recall. Tips and techniques for training your dog to come when called. And here's what ChatGPT generated based on that prompt. As you can see, it has done a pretty good job in just a few seconds. This is a good time to add your own expertise and introduce yourself as an authority on the topic. Enter each subheading in ChatGPT as a question. If you make the headings within your article a question, then you can ask GPT to answer this question for you. Then you can use the answer it generates as a basis for each paragraph of your blog post. So for the first subheading, explanation of the importance of recall training, you would enter a prompt of, explain the importance of recall training for dogs. ChatGPT will then respond to this prompt, providing another section of your blog post. Note, if you intend to publish this content online, you should either rewrite the output in your own words. You could also use a more comprehensive tool like Jasper to write or rewrite the paragraphs for you, based on the outline created by ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT to write a conclusion paragraph. Ending any blog post on a high is a great idea. Once you are certain your blog post has thoroughly covered the topic at hand, it's time to close things off. Simply ask ChatGPT to create a conclusion based on the topic you're already writing about. You can even go one step further and ask it to include things like a call to action or next steps. When you start by asking ChatGPT to write you a conclusion, it will tell you that it needs to know the topic of the blog and the main points you have mentioned in the post, so it can conclude your blog post accurately. Review and edit your blog post. Just because ChatGPT, or indeed any AI writing software, has created a post for you, that doesn't mean you should use it as it is. Most people won't respond well to content they think has been auto-generated, so putting across your voice and ensuring that it sounds in line with the rest of your content is essential. Fact-checking. It's all well and good having a well-written article, but if the information within it is inaccurate, it could destroy any trust you have built with your readers or audience. This way, you can be sure that the content you are putting out there is going to be well received by its intended audience. Check for plagiarism with Grammarly. Grammarly is a popular free tool for checking spelling and grammar in written content, and it has a built-in plagiarism checker. It's worth spending a couple of minutes copying and pasting your AI-generated content into Grammarly's plagiarism checker just to give it the once-over before it goes live. Is ChatGPT good for blogging? Overall, ChatGPT is a super useful tool for digital marketers and bloggers to have as part of their content creation toolkit. And there are already awesome courses like for Blogging that are helping students profit from this new technology.